Welcome to Glitches to Gold, a weekly podcast birthed from my obsession with living a successful life. It began with chasing an Olympic dream and resulted in a 30-year obsession explored through sport, neuroscience, psychology, energetics, quantum mechanics, religion, art, and beauty. Sometimes chasing and achieving external markers, and at others experiencing the absolute opposite. Yet both taught me the same undeniable truth, and I'm here to share what I have discovered in the journey of mastering the alchemy of life, turning glitches to gold and success into overflow. If you like the podcast, share the love, like, rate, and subscribe on your favourite platform. Hi, my loves, and welcome to today's episode of Glitches to Gold. And I'm excited to share with you a special recording from inside of one of my programs. And we're diving into the law of resonance and the difference between where you've utilized the law of attraction or understanding manifesting, but instead learning to connect with the shifting of the frequency and the quantum within yourself and how that impacts your life. And I've got a really exciting opportunity coming up. Money, a 5-day shift all around your money. Returning back to the pleasure, the joy, the expansion, because the key thing is, it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can still have a sense of compression and constriction around money. It's not money that changes it. Changing the frequency, the energy, the spaciousness of money alters how money flows into your life, and you allow more inevitably. So if you like the sound of that, let's dive on into today's podcast.
So instead, we're going to think about it as the law of resonance. You understand that when you have an old-fashioned radio, there is a dial, and you know that if there is a channel you want to listen to, you have got to turn your radio transmitter to be on the same frequency as the channel you want to listen to. Now that is the law of resonance. Now if we also thought about playing the piano, if you had a piano fork and you hit the chord, a tuning fork will help you have the perfect resonance for that note. Now our job when we're wanting to attract and manifest, be in flow, but we're not doing it from a place of effort, particularly if you're a non-specific manifester. If you're a specific manifester, you will feel that to have specific details about your desires will energize you, will excite you, will feel like it's locked in, will give you a real sense of clarity. But if you are a non-specific manifester, for a moment you might think you're doing the right thing, but actually will stress you out, because the truth is you don't manifest. When you go against your manifesting style, you don't manifest. All right? And I have fallen into this trap many a time. Because I want to have control, and the control feeling comes from being able to say, I want this specific thing. Yeah. Now, I recently won at the casino when I was away in France. And I asked my body first. I asked my body how much money to invest. I asked, and I went around the feelings of being a winner. I tapped around the feelings of that I'm allowed to win and it's okay to win, and that I cleared all of that up and I am a winner, and how it feels when I've won and when I'm the other side. And I really lent into it being ease and grace and joy and fun, and I was going out to play. And all I said was a 60% return. 60% return. What I actually came out with profit, just over 55%. But what I want you to see is the difference is I did not say, I went in there and I was like, I am going to have... Yeah, I'm going to get a return. I'm going to make 100 quid, or I'm going to make this. I didn't say that. When I do that, I am controlling the energy. This is a very subtle shift. So if stating it very clearly feels good to you and it feels like an expansive feeling, then you're a specific manifester. If you are a non-specific, it actually is a sense of holding on, and actually you won't manifest. The best thing for you is to think about the thing that you want lightly, and to think about how you feel getting there, having it, and afterwards. That's how you manifest as a specific manifester. You have to really feel into the feelings. Now, this is where we get into the law of resonance, is that as you feel the feelings, you're the same feeling as the thing that you want, the thing that you're having, the day-to-day feeling. And it's about being in flow, because being in flow is not about having control. And the truth is that we can simply get into that by using the I am. the I am, and we're going to extend the practice that you've been doing. So now, the more that you become connected to the I am, you can do a very simple practice of then breathing in to the I am, and breathing in when you start your day, before you go anywhere, before you go out of the house, before you enter into the world, online or with other people, etc., is to just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long you got, but make the time for it, knowing that time expands, of course, yeah? Time expands when you expand, it's relative. To drop into your belly, do the deep breathing of in through your nose and out through your nose. What you're breathing in is you'll go, I, and as you breathe out, am. But the visual is around the am, so it's the I of your reclamation. I am, I'm claiming myself. This isn't the PowerPoint, it's the entry point. Am, and to hear that word am, now imagine it is a big, full, juicy, fat. It's full. Imagine that fullness. Am. Am is a really full word, isn't it? Now, as you'll hear me say, so in Sanskrit, the word is om, and so am and om are interchangeable, and they are the word of God. Okay, so it is the word of divinity, it's the word of source, it's the word of the all, it is the power word, yeah? So the I am, it's the am, it's the abundance of am. So when you breathe into that, the I am, and really feel the fullness. You can imagine it with light if you want. I'm breathing in, I've got this ball of light, and as I breathe out, it's expanding into my belly. Yeah, it's flowing out into my belly. I am. It's softening into my belly. And as you soften into that place, fill yourself up, then move up to your solar plexus. I am. Yeah, expands and opens into your solar plexus. And then you'd move yourself up into your heart. Okay, so you fill from the belly into the solar plexus and into the heart. And that's all we're doing. You could do that as 1 cycle, 2 cycles, 3 cycles, however much time you want to give it, until you feel like you are full. You are full of the am. You are full of energy. It's not that I am in power. It's the am that I am all. I am everything. So I'm in resonance with everything. Yeah? I am in resonance with abundance, the everything, the all, the one. And now you're in the perfect frequency to meet the world. And it's throughout your day, you may want to create little set points where you make sure you come back into that. But then you can just move with that grace. Move with that grace, because I am the frequency, I am the radio, I am the transmitter, and now I'm tuned to the radio. When you listen to the radio, once you've got your station, you don't go around controlling the knob to make sure it stays on the radio. You enjoy what you're listening. Yeah, you enjoy what you're receiving, and that's your job. To, once you've got yourself into the frequency, it's just to move through your day, enjoying it, being open to what's coming in, because you're in the am, and then noticing it. If you start to fall away from the am, if you're finding yourself bumping up against old news too much and it's knocking you off, yeah, because when you first open the transmitter, you're always going to get the news. Yeah, think of it like that. Oh, the news is on. We just bash that away. I don't need to listen to that. Yeah, don't need to listen to the news. We now listen to the fun music. Yeah, so think of it like that. So when the old news comes on, yesterday's news comes on, it's like, ugh, that's yesterday's news. Ugh, dead. Dead energy. We don't bother listening to it. But when you're in that flow, if you notice you bump off a little bit, just stop, take a few breaths, come back to the I am, saying the I am, and it's the way you say it. So it's the I am, I am, I am. Hear the difference? I am. The I is from your soul. Am is the all. And it's very grounded. You can feel it, can't you? Am. I am. I am. Once you hear those frequencies, once you feel them, you just get better and better at it. So then you just observe and enjoy your day. And then at the end of the day, write down what you enjoyed. Write down what you enjoyed, what was pleasurable, what was fun. How easy is that? Yeah? How friggin' simple is that? The more that you get better at tuning into the frequency, the more that you clear your transmitter, the better. Use this and you'll see you'll get faster And it's really about the practice of playing with that law of resonance, because then anything that's in resonance to your expanded field of luxuriate in it, enjoy it, slow down to it, feel the fullness of your day. Yeah? Now, it's always going to be easier, of course, with nature. Anything that's just not connected to people. People will, if you're not strong enough, will knock you off quicker. But the more that you are in the enjoy people. Allow them to be in their loving states. Allow them to be who they are. Let them be where they are. Because when you are in the you realise that you're not here to rescue people. You're not here to fix people. You're here to hold the resonance, and so that they meet you on that resonance. That's the only way you can be of service to anybody, anyone on this planet. So you can do physical things to help, but you must make sure you're in the first, because you will notice that when you fall into the doing part, you very quickly lose your energy, unless it's aligned. Yeah? So when you start doing things for other people, you're in currency, you're exchanging your energy, all right? But when you're just moving around in resonance, then actually it's feeding you. And when you're doing that and allowing the energy to do the work, helping others, by just being with them, speaking with them, having company with them, yeah, allowing your energy to be more than enough, everything changes. Everything changes. We are all different energy types. You're going to find that some things are energizing you. Yeah? And that's where it's really important. It's like, oh, my really likes that. It feels the desire. Yeah, when my desire is there, I get fueled. When I feel the, magnetism, I'm fueled. It's like, have you ever played Mario Kart?
I'm just quickly interrupting this podcast episode to say, firstly, I absolutely love having you in my world. If you love this podcast as much as I do and you want it to grow and expand, please feel free to give a little gold. You can find the link in the show notes to donate to this podcast and its continued reach into the world.
If you think about Mario Kart and he's driving along, it's like gold coin, ding, gold coin, ding. That's those energy points. So if you think about that kind of like ding, 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 big power energy, I've just got big power energy, yeah? And that came because I was doing something. I was in flow, like Mario in his car. I'm in flow and I'm in the I am, and I feel full and I feel good and I feel right, and I'm flowing through my day, and the universe is bringing me lots of people who are smiling and happy, and I'm not looking for them. I'm not looking out for them. I'm just in my day. I'm enjoying the flowers, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying my day, smiling at my kids, enjoying my kids' laughter. I'm not getting involved. I'm just smiling and being in the energy of them. I'm just observing and enjoying the day. I'm listening to the music, listening to the music. And then I'm like, I'm having a dance, I'm having a dance. I'm enjoying the day. And it's like, my desire is going, that would be fun. Let's go do that. Yeah. And it's like, ding, ding, ding. There's your gold coin. I'm having a bit of a jiggle. I feel good. I feel energy. I'm dancing. Yeah. I've got my gold coin and I'm like, yay. Now I'm back in the car and I'm jiggling along. Yeah. I feel full, loads of energy, loads of fuel. Sound fun? It does sound fun, doesn't it? Think of it like that. This is a game. It's a game of resonance. It's always the game of resonance. So if you feel yourself being pulled towards old news or darker energy, just change channel. Change channel. It's just a sign you have moved off your channel. So come back to the I am. Yeah? We don't give energy to old news. It's dead energy. It's a lower frequency. We don't give it to. It's just dead energy. We don't want to do that. So we come back to I am. And that's all it is. Coming back to the am. I am. Ground yourself back into your body, because the first part, that exercise of the I am and I am powerful and all that, will expand you into the fullness of yourself. But when we do it this way, we're really grounding it into our bodies. Yeah, we want to be in our body. We want to know the fullness of itself, fullness energy, fully connected to ourselves, but grounded in our body.
I hope you've really enjoyed today's episode, and I would encourage you to absolutely try the I am exercise for yourself and see what a difference it makes in expanding your space, your time, your energy, the way that you feel, the way that you're moving through your day, the way that you've become more magnetic to what it is that you want, because you've aligned on the inside to a much more spacious capacity, which is what the I Am does. If you really like this and you want to dive deeper into more of this and more of the money aspect of how it's interconnecting, then of course, come join us inside of Money, 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 which will be kicking off on September the 7th. I'm actually going to be channeling this whilst I'm traveling in Singapore, such a rich, beautiful city, which is the beginning city of my traveling for 4 months. So I wanted to kind of utilize that amazing energy and share this with you. The full details of the Money, Money, Money 5-day shift, which will be held inside a Telegram, is going to be accessible if you head on over, as always, to www.glitchestogold.com. The full links are in the show notes. I love having you in my world. I appreciate your donations. Absolutely, thank you for liking, subscribing, and of course sharing this with other amazing women in the world. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you when I am the other side of the world and sharing from the podcast.